Hey everybody, I know it's been a little while since I've done a video because of National Novel Writing Month, and if you are a subscriber, you've probably seen me streaming, and I apologize if that's not the kind of content you want to see. But I promise you I will be back to my normal video making schedule once November wraps. But I figured I would squeeze this one in because it's very simple. My buddy, my good friend, some Okie dude, Britton, he has tagged me in another video. I feel bad because he's tagged me before, and I failed to create the video that he tagged me in. One of the old ones. I don't even remember what it is. I'm a terrible person. But anyway, this one I'm going to do. I told him in the comments I was going to do it. So here we go. End of year tag. That's what this is. And I hope this isn't going to be too boring. I don't think it's going to be super creative, but I have the questions right here on this video. So question number one, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Yes. So because of NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month, my reading has really slipped, slowed to a crawl. And I just got done streaming right now, so dedicating 2 hours every night to writing. That's sometimes my reading time. I'm actually reading a book right now. It's called Ohio. It's by Stephen. Is it Stephen Markley? I don't remember. I'll put a screenshot up here of it. But this is a book that I bought a long time ago. It's a literary fiction book, I guess you could call it. It's about these 3 or 4 individuals that are coming back to a small town called New Canaan in Ohio, and trying to just face their past. I guess. I mean, a lot of it is flashback, and it's interesting, but it's a slow read. I think it's pushing 500 pages. I think I might be maybe 50% into it, but I'm enjoying it so far. I really am going to try my best to finish it this month, not by the end of the year. But yeah, that book is the one I'm going to choose for question one, being, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? I try to finish them every month, but man, I've really been dragging. Another one is Skin Medicine that was actually my October subscriber pick that I still haven't finished. But I promise you I will finish it and review it because you guys picked on it. The next one, do you have an autumnal book that I need to transition at the end of the year? Actually, yes. So Britton, he also often says that he's kind of a mood reader. He reads like, he doesn't like to plan what he's reading. He likes to just, whatever strikes him, right? And to me, seasonal reading is akin to that, right? It's lumped into the same stuff. And so I want to revisit Ian Reid. He wrote a book called We Spread, and I think it's about, I don't want to say it's about Alzheimer's, but it's about death, it's about aging, it's about facing the tragic end that we all must face at one point. And so Ian Reid, being one of my favorite writers of all time, he wrote I'm Thinking of Ending Things. He also wrote Foe, which I've read both, I've reviewed both, they're on this channel, I've seen both films even. And yes, We Spread is also going to be adapted into a film. I mean, man, he is 3 for 3. How impressive is that? Anyway, We Spread is going to be my autumnal read, I guess you can say. Also, there's another one that I was planning to read this month, and that is Provinces of Night by William Gay. There we go. I wanted to make November my Southern Gothic kind of month, but alas, I have failed. And so maybe Provinces of Night will be another one I get into, but definitely We Spread by Ian Reid. If you haven't read Ian Reid, go check him out, please. All right, question number 3, is there a new release I'm still waiting for? Well, no, not really, but if I would have been tagged in this video 2 months ago, it would be this book right here, which I'm reading on my channel, Read Along Book Club. This is Absolution by Jeff Vandermeer, the 4th book in the Southern Reach, series, but it's actually a prequel. And the lucky boy that I am, the lucky boy that I am, I went to LA because he was having a signing and a talk, and I didn't get to see him at Necronomicon, so this lucky boy got a signed copy. I got to meet him. Maybe I'll put a photo up here. I'm posing really strangely in the photo. I feel like I'm a creepy Southern Reach or Central operative, right? Someone like Whitby, but maybe I'll put the photo up here. So I actually got to meet him, but that book, Absolution, was one that I was waiting for. Outside of that, not really. It's funny. I'm not really There's so many books that we'll never read. There's so many books that I want to read that I haven't read yet, that that I don't really look to the future that much. I don't really look to upcoming releases. It's not like films, I guess, because books take time. Books have kind of a timeless quality to them too, which is one big reason why I love them so much. But yeah, Absolution, that would have been the one. But other than that, none that come to mind, unfortunately. Okay, next question. What are the 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? Well, I'm going to be a little bit redundant in this, so I would say Provinces of Night by William Gay. I will say We Spread by Ian Reid. Other than that, I don't really have any. I really like to do with my wrap-ups, and I know I missed November. Don't worry. I will cover all the stuff I read in October and November and December on December 1st. But yeah, I'm really looking for you guys to suggest some stuff. So that's the one thing I appreciate so much about you guys out there who watch the channel is these amazing suggestions. So that's why I know a lot of people out there, a lot of booktubers, they try to put that garbage behind a paywall. They want you to they want you to pay them to suggest a book. I mean, come on, what are we dealing with here, guys? No, I want to know for free what you guys want to see here on the channel, because this is a hobby of mine. This is not a job. I enjoy, again, all of the submissions, all of the selections you guys throw my way, and I completely appreciate it, even if even if sometimes I don't finish them or I'm late, like with Skin Medicine. But anyway, that is neither here nor there. So number 5 is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite of the year? Oh man, I don't know. It's so close to the end of the year. I can't think of any new books. I really thought Ohio. So even though I like Ohio, and I know I'm not naming new books, I'm naming current books, but something about that book. You know how a lot of times Hyperion by Dan Simmons was one, A Boy's Life by Robert McCammon was one, which, by the way, I went to a used bookstore, and it's always fun, man. I read this book already, but finding an old original paperback from, what was this, the 90s or the 80s, it's just dog-eared. It's got the creases on the spine. It's completely trashed. But anyway, these are the kind of books that I knew about, right? They've always been on the shelves looking at me, and I don't know, I've always been intimidated, maybe because this is a fat book. And also Hyperion too. I remember looking at that. And so I thought Ohio was going to be that book. Ohio was one of those books that I bought randomly. It was on sale on Kindle or something. And I just picked it up, and it just had this vibe. It had the cool cover. It had something was drawing me to it. And I thought that was going to be a favorite of mine, but no, I will tell you a favorite of mine. It might even be my favorite book of the year. And that is We Need to Talk About Kevin by Lionel Shriver. And that book, I did not expect to love that book so much. I think I gave it a 9.5 if I remember correctly, but I'll try to link the review if I remember. And that one, probably, I'll need to go back into the catalog and see what other books that I've read and reviewed on the channel. But man, if you haven't read that one, if you haven't seen my review, go check it out, because there's no spoilers in the review. But man, absolutely love that book. I think that's going to be quite possibly maybe the favorite new book I've read this year, because obviously you guys know out there how fond I am of the Southern Reach trilogy, Annihilation probably being my favorite of that trilogy. And dare I say that's a perfect 10 book. I'm thinking about reviewing the series as well, but I'm not going to count that one because I've always loved that book in that series. So next question, the last question actually, have you already started reading plans for next year? No, I don't do that. I pretty much do it month to month. I'm a really terrible planner. I feel like I'm more of a mood reader, and part of me does regret telling you guys what I'm going to read before I do it. Part of me regrets it though, but part of me enjoys it because it keeps me mostly accountable. I know I'm late. I know I haven't done a wrap up for November, but I think that's why I do it, because it helps me. It helps give me a reason to push on and not just get lazy and not read. I love reading, but man, there's so many other things I love as well. And so sometimes, I get a little distracted. And so I think, but yeah, that far in advance, no way. But again, I'm always looking for suggestions. So if you guys have anything that you just absolutely require me, you demand of me to read and review on this channel, or at the very least talk about it to some degree, let me know in the comments down below. So because this is a tagging video, I'm going to tag a couple of individuals. I feel bad because I don't really interact with a lot of other booktube people. I have a couple, a very tight knit of people I talk to on my Discord server. By the way, you should join if you're not already there. We're very active on there. But Britton's one, obviously. Another one is Lee Hunt's, so I'm gonna tag him for this tag video, and also I'm gonna tag Amanda at Strange Mentality Paper. I think I think that's her YouTube name. I will look it up. Hopefully she hasn't been tagged in this, but she's always a good sport, always doing the tags. Same with Lee. So those are the two people I'm going to tag. Thanks, Britton, man, for tagging me. I apologize. This video may not be that interesting, and I'm sorry that I haven't responded to your other tags. But yeah, thanks again, and thank you guys out there for hanging out with me, being patient with me, especially the month of November, because there's a lot of these weird random writing streams I'm doing. But yeah, like I said, I promise I will get back to the regularly scheduled content in December. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.